I think that they are a genuine suicide risk. So I have to constantly check in on them, make sure they're doing okay. I made my first million when I was 18. And when you make your first million when you're 18, and you're also like, I grew up so quick in so many senses of my life. So like, even when it came to women, when it came to money, when it came to all these things, I grew up so quick. And it gave me this perspective that, for me at least, apart from work and challenge, like, what's left? Like, I have so many, listen, I even have friends of mine that have $300 million in the bank and they're in their late 20s and they've done very well in certain businesses. And I have to check in on them because sometimes they're a genuine suicide risk because they have all of this money at a young age and they don't know what the fuck to do. Yeah. They're lost. They're genuinely lost. They have no purpose in their life. And when I don't say it lightly when I say I think that they are a genuine suicide risk. So I have to constantly check in on them, make sure they're doing okay. And that's a person who has the dream. So I think, there's nothing wrong with getting to a point financially where you're happy. And I always try to make it clear to people that I'm at and for the last couple of years, I'm at a very interesting point in my life where I take home personally tens of millions of dollars a year. That's not a good life. My happiest life was when I was between the ages of 19 and 20, probably those 2 years. Mm-hmm. I was doing a couple $1 million a year, profit, take home, best quality of life by far.
Less stress, less responsibility.
Less stress, less responsibility. But it's, people always say, oh, I don't do it for the money. But it's like, you get to a certain point where you've just made so much money that you have to ask yourself, why does this person keep doing this? Mm-hmm. It's quite clearly not for the money because they're good. And I think I would just be bored if I...
Yeah, well, that's what sets you apart from everyone else. I mean, if an 18-year-old has got to the point where they've made a mill, like, they're going to go wild. Mm. And maybe that'll be it. They're happy. They just want to go party for a couple of years because, you can certainly have a good time at that age with $1 million. But I
still did, by the way. Make that very clear. And I still do. I have a lot of fun.
Yeah. I feel like you do it. You do the work. Once you've done what you need to do, you take a little break, enjoy yourself, and you get back to it straight away.
100%. And I think as I said, the thing that sets me apart is some people think this is bad, but I'm always paranoid. I always think what could go wrong. And for a quality of life perspective, that's not a good way to live.